We have to get up, go through the checkpoint, and then we'll get the bus once again. So I believe that the best thing we do here is leave everything in the bus for 3 minutes. Limestone. Nowadays, when we go inside the pyramid, we use this hole where there is a policeman is standing. This hole is made about 1,000 years ago by one of the kings who thought that there is still some treasures inside, and he wanted to find another entrance to find more treasures. But he was too late because everything had been stolen since ages. What is very important to know, what is the material he used to carve this entrance? That is limestone, but still very strong. If you were him, what you would use? He was very smart and he used vinegar. Vinegar dissolves limestone. He used to heat the stone and add some cool vinegar on it. This is how he could crack the stone. This pyramid now is about 137 meters high. Originally it was 146. We lost 9 meters. Those 9 meters are supposed to be the top, which is gone, the outer casing, which is gone. And it took us about 20 years to build this pyramid here. Inside this pyramid we have 3 chambers. By the way, from here you can never get good photographs. Why? We're very close. That's the camel. There are lots of policemen there, and it is heavily guarded, so you can get a camel ride there. It is very interesting, by the way. And after that, after a few minutes there of photographing the pyramids, we'll drive you and we'll stop by the second pyramid. We'll stop in between to enable you, if anybody wants to get inside the pyramid, you can go inside the second one. They charge you 25 pounds extra per person, but no cameras. And by the way, it is something I do not recommend. There is nothing to see inside. After that, we'll drive down to the Sphinx statue. This is what we're gonna do here. One thing I want to tell you here, one thing very important. The vendors here are very aggressive. Sometimes when they offer you something and when they refuse, they will send somebody else and they will give you something in your hand and they will tell you that is for free. This is a gift. And when you get it, they will send another one to ask for money for that. So there is nothing for free here. If you get it.
คณะของเรามาดูที่มหาพีระมิดกิซาขณะนี้ผมยืนอยู่ใกล้พีระมิดไม่สามารถจะถ่ายภาพทั้งหมดได้พีระมิดคีออฟของเจ้าคูฟูเดินเข้าไปใกล้ก็ได้ตัวพีระมิดใหญ่มากซึ่งเราต้องถ่ายไกลขณะนี้ผมยืนอยู่ที่มหาพีระมิดที่เมืองกีซ่านะครับของพระเจ้าคีออฟหรือคูฟูท่านอาจารย์สุญนาและอาจารย์สมพิษนะครับ
ใหญ่โตมากค่ะสุดมาแล้วนี่สะอาด
นี่และพี่สะอาดนะครับเดินมาแล้วนะครับนึกว่านางสาวอียิปต์มานะฮะนางสาวอียิปต์มาแล้วโอเคนะครับ
ยังไงก้นใหญ่อะ
ครับได้เก่งนี่ท่านอาจารย์โสรจีเดินกลับมาหลังจากดูพีระมิดต้องตื่นเหรอคะปวดท้องเลยนะครับเพราะว่าไกลมาก
เดินจนเจ็บท้องเลย
คณะอาจารย์เราหลายท่านกำลังขยโยกขยเยกมานะฮะนำด้วยอาจารย์มาลีอาจารย์วีรบุตรนะฮะท่านอาจารย์โลทัพทิพย์
ก็จะมีสฟิงค์ข้างหน้าแล้วก็มี
อาจารย์สวยอาจารย์พวงรัตน์นะครับ
เนาะเดี๋ยวต้องถามไกด์
อาจารย์ปิงนะครับ
เดี๋ยวเขาคงพาเราไปอะค่ะขึ้นรถค่ะ
และที่สามนะครับนี่อีกชุดหนึ่งกำลังเดินมาสุพรชัยดร.หยกแก้วนะครับอาจารย์ครูสิทธิ์นี่คือมหาพีระมิดคูฟูกัน แห่งเมืองกีซ่าประเทศอียิปต์ใหญ่โตจนกระทั่งไม่สามารถจะเก็บด้วยกล้องเราต้องเดินไกลออกไปถึงจะเก็บได้ทั้งหมดอีกสักครู่ผมจะพยายามถ่ายภาพทั้งหมดมองลงไปข้างล่างนะครับเป็นเมืองกีซ่าเห็นเจ้าหน้าที่รัฐกำลังขี่รถสูบการท่านอาจารย์สรตีปฏิเสธการซื้อของนะครับเขารู้สึกแปลก
Hey, hello.
Big project, they worked for 20 years or could be 23 years, and they used 2.3 million blocks of stones here. And if you do not believe me, no problem, you can count them. I can wait for you. The average block here is about 2.5 tons. But I have to tell you that we have some blocks, especially inside, they are more than 25 or 30 tons. They are not hollow inside. They are not empty, no, they are packed. Okay, they're packed stones on stones, not hollow inside. In 1954, we found here a small pit behind the pyramid. In this hole, we found the so-called solar boat, which is symbolic boat buried with the king to serve. To the left-hand side, you can see the second pyramid, the pyramid of the king Khephren. Khephren was the son or the grandson of the king Cheops. Khephren ruled Egypt about 2650 BC, about 4,700 years ago. Khephren was very smart. He wanted to build a big pyramid, but he was not allowed to exceed the height of his father's pyramid. That's why I always say that he was very smart, and he commissioned his architect Hem-Eono to build his pyramid on a higher plateau. So his pyramid looks higher, but it's really 4 meters smaller than the Great Pyramid. But why it looks higher? It is built on a higher plateau, higher place, higher spot. But as you see, the pyramid here is still in a better condition, and we still can see the top, we still can see the outer casing on the top up there. As you see, the outer casing here is also made out of limestone. Okay? And right in the front of you now, straight ahead, you can see the third pyramid, the pyramid of the king Mykerinus, who built a small pyramid here, just 62 meters high, in the front of us now. And it is also made out of limestone, but what is very special there is, it is made out of, the outer casing down here is made out of rose granite. Rose granite is much stronger, but we get it from Aswan, 930 kilometers away from here. That's why the outer casing that you can see here, to the left-hand side, is really stronger than the limestone. To the right-hand side, you can see a stage for Opera Aida, a very famous opera composed especially for Egypt. But I have to tell you that opera is not our taste. We don't like opera in Egypt. It is not our taste. For the majority of Egyptians, it is some kind of screaming. We don't like it. To the left-hand side, you can see the 3 small pyramids. You remember? The queens. You know, normally, if the queen want to be buried in a pyramid, she has to get her own pyramid built. And when they get the permission from the gods to build the pyramid, they always try hard to be very close to the pyramid of the king. Why is that? They want to be around him in the afterlife as they were around him in the first life. This is the reason why around the big pyramid of the king, there is always small pyramids for the queens. And most of the time, they are keen to have their pyramids close to the king. Why? Because the king is the only person who can provide them with eternity. So if they are close to the king, they can get eternity first, before the king runs out of eternity. Anyhow, here is the best spot to have the best photographs. From over here, you can also touch the top